To our next bout. This bout is our co-main event of the evening. This bout is a 145-pound amateur MMA bout that will consist of three-minute rounds. Our first fighter is fighting for the Hit Squad MMA Jasiah Kamekele. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, Jasiah Kamekele.
Also in Jasiah's corner, just a bunch of great fighters coming out of this gym.
He's got Jason Izagiri. He's got a bunch of guys that have been coaching fighters ever since. Jason was my first jiu-jitsu coach. Love that guy.
Yeah,
love that guy.
OG in the fight and the jiu-jitsu scene, and has been, a huge influence in the Kahepu'u community for a long time as well.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, it's right down the street from you.
Right down the street. Yeah, great
like
guy.
on the corner, not even down the street.
Yeah, like a 30-second walk.
Like when I first moved here 2 years ago, I was looking for gyms to train at, and the only people that wouldn't take me in necessarily, but the people that like really made me feel at home was Harry and Jason.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I still lived in Kailua, but my kids would be at both your guys' gym.
Well, you know what they say, Kailua is the best place on planet Earth.
Is that what they say? That was that didn't rhyme at all.
That's not what they all say.
Is that what they all say? It is a great place. I do miss living there.
Yeah, me too. Believe me.
I don't miss the
His opponent, our next fighter, fighting in his 145-pound amateur MMA co-main event. This fighter is fighting for the 25th Combatives Schofield. Ladies and gentlemen, our next fighter, fighting in the red corner, Leonard Oshiro.
And Leonard's fighting out of the 25th Combatives over on base here. I mean, we're on base.
Right? Schofield.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely can't knock them out. I mean, like we were talking about earlier, they're building a team, they're doing what they can with the people that are coming in and out, and they're finding an amazing prospect. So, you never, like we were just talking about in this sport, you never really know what's going to happen.
Imagine that, though. Imagine being stationed out here, and if you love MMA, and you have a team and a company like X1 in your backyard every other month. Bro, you could be so active.
Yeah,
by the time your time is done here, your resume, everything will be so solid. You can have a stacked card. You have 4 or 5 fights before you bounce.
Yeah, for sure, Scott. X1 is really giving the platform here for these guys to be able to compete on a regular basis. I love it.
No, I agree 100%. And that's the type of organization a lot of people need, especially in a small place like Hawaii. This is going to be an amazing fight. And like you were just saying, this is a 145 fight. The winner of this fight should be facing Kimo.
Yeah? I think so.
It already makes sense.
I already reached out to Kamekele Hassett and told him, what's up, bro? Do you want to fight at 45? He's like, yeah. I said, they got a guy for you.
Well, I know Kamale's game. Yeah. I know Jasiah's game. And if all things end up well, I know Chemo's game.
Yeah.
So Chemo won the last fight. Jasiah won the last fight. Leonard has to win this fight, of course.
Jasiah Kamekele is small for this weight class. He could easily fight at a smaller weight class. And right now he just likes the weight class and doesn't want to cut weight at maybe. So,
Yeah.
you know, he could easily come down a weight class though.
No, I 100% agree, but you know, young in the game, he's fresh out of high school.
Gentlemen, this bout is a 145-pound amateur MMA co-main event of the evening. And the man in charge of the action as soon as the round begins, referee Dean Fruta.
Let's go, boys.
Good luck,
Yep.
gentlemen.
Co-main event, ladies and gentlemen. X162.
Those
Battle of
nice
the Berg
Fairtex
6.
shorts, I'm not going to lie.
Round one.
Very sparkly.
Yeah, nice Fairtex shorts. We got the loyalty shorts over here with the sponsors from
Right to the
straight
takedown,
to the
Jasiah
takedown.
Kamekele,
Yep.
not wasting any time on the double leg.
None at all.
Good takedown defense here by Oshiro early on.
Good elbows. Yep. Don't talk to the ref.
Yeah.
These are the mistakes that people make. You know, don't talk to the ref. Get straight to the action. Yeah.
Kamekele working on a single leg against the fence. Switch to a
He
double
locked
leg.
his hands. He got it.
He's going to give him for a ride right now.
Leonard's giving him his
Oh,
shots.
he's-
Yeah, Leonard Oshiro looks very strong here.
Yeah, he looks strong, comfortable against the cage.
Jasiah got it.
With a takedown defense.
Jasiah Kamekele
Yep,
has
staying
a
on his
really
feet,
good
staying his
wrestling
hips, yep.
pedigree.
This where Jasiah is dangerous, though, because he does have jiu-jitsu in his pocket.
Yep. And Jasiah has a gas tank that never empties.
Yeah, right by the corner of Jasiah Kamekele too, giving him advice.
Yep.
Instructions in the corner.
Yep.
Working on the
Jasiah
double
is
leg.
taking these shots, though. You know, the longer you take to get a takedown, the more shots you're going to take. And I'm glad that someone like Leonard is taking advantage of these, because a lot of people will just be defending the takedowns and they don't ever actually strike back.
Yeah, Leonard Oshiro is doing a good job of striking in these positions here, and it's you know it sucks a little bit when you're going in for a takedown and you're getting peppered in the head with these little
Yeah.
shots.
Even if it's not nothing hard,
This
it's
might be
enough to make
this
you
might be the
discouraged.
fight that Jasiah has to work his stand-up.
Yep.
You could
I
be
mean,
right
yeah.
about that, Scott. We'll see what happens here.
All three, or maybe two of Jasiah's fights, I'm sorry, have ended with him finishing. So he's never seen the third round. He's never been fully exposed to what he could do. But both of these men tonight do not seem scared of anything.
Yeah, Kamekele working hard for this
Yeah.
takedown.
Working hard.
And there he does a
Keeping
little
against the cage.
trip.
Yep.
Leonard Oshiro is right back up though.
And that's okay. You know, this is the classic. This is the classic long game. You know, you're working for the takedown. You're grinding him down. It's the first round. Both
At the same time, how do you score this? Because Leonard's landing a lot more strikes than
he is.
Jasiah is right now.
Yeah,
he's just
getting the
Jasiah's
knees, he's
grinding,
getting the
but
punches.
Yeah. And it's all about what you're looking at as a judge, right? Some judges are looking at those strikes. Some are looking at more of the control and
nice
grappling.
inside trip to double.
Yeah, but look, those elbows that every time Jasiah is going in for the takedown, you know, those are
I think
points
Jasiah
added
needs to
up.
work on his shoulder pressure
That's
more.
right. Those are not fun.
No.
I would like to see a little bit more head position here by Jasiah Kamekele in these exchanges. See the head position when he can.
Make Leonard work, move his head off.
Yeah.
No, but this is a very equal fight. Same height, roughly the same weight. You know, same experience levels. If I had to say so myself, you know, Jasiah has 2 previous amateur MMA fights.
And he dominated.
Yep, he dominated. Heavy hands too. You know, people are behind me are booing right now, but
That's just uneducated.
You know,
Yeah, the uneducated fan wants to see the action, right? And there's a lot of subtleties going on here that an educated fan will see.
10 seconds.
Leonard Oshiro, good job with the reversal along the fence. Looking for a little trip here of his own.
The problem with the fans and the booing is a lot of people don't understand what it takes to take a grown man off of you.
Yeah, they'll say things like, just get up or get off the fence.
You've
When
never
it's-
had a grown man on top of you trying to hold you down and beat you.
And not just any grown man, a trained grown
Yeah,
man.
trains grown man.
And there is a big difference.
Leonard did a great job. Leonard did a great job scooping out of that
I mean,
double.
that was amazing defense. If he did get taken down, you know, he was right back up
And
on
he
his
was
feet,
landing
delivering the
and
strikes.
damage up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to say thank you all so much.
Yeah, great job by Leonard Oshiro getting up and defending the takedown, and great job by Kamekele for sticking to his game plan and looking for that takedown the whole time.
Yeah, he had an obvious game plan of what he wants to stick to and what he wants to keep to. And he knows that he can win in certain positions, and there's nothing wrong with sticking to that.
Absolutely. And, you know, Jasiah Kamekele might do well to get more of a reactive takedown in the middle of the cage here where he shoots under a strike. He might be able to catch him by surprise because Oshiro's takedown defense against the
fence.
cage
Yeah, he's doing good. Yeah, and he's getting up immediately.
Yes, yeah. So I'd like to see them meet in the middle and Jasiah try to shoot more in the center underneath some strikes of Oshiro.
Or do a level change, fake the strike, throw some strikes, then get the takedown.
Yes, yeah, a lot of times those strikes will open up the takedowns too, right, Scott?
Both of them are very high IQ fighters as well, so they're both looking for these random exposures. You can see them both kind of almost waiting for the other. Not quite counter striking, but almost as in the sense of what are you going to do so I could capitalize on it.
Yes, yeah. Nice leg kick there by Oshiro.
3 leg kicks right off the start of the round.
Heavy punches. Oh, good left hook by Kamekele.
He's showing that he doesn't care.
And, you know, since he's defended those takedowns, he's got to be a lot more confident here and be able to open up in strikes.
Yeah.
Oh, good right hand followed by a left hook by Kamekele. Oshiro shook his head there. He said, no, didn't hurt me. And, you know, a lot of times when a guy shakes his head, it means he did land, though. So
I think Leonard should be more worried about getting off the fence, though. Don't just hang out there.
Yeah,
there you go. Good job.
I mean, you can see it from the back.
Oh, spinning elbow on the break.
Well, don't smile.
Looks like Oshiro had a little glove issue.
Issue.
Right back to the shot.
Yeah, you see, this is why you can't. This is exactly what you're talking about. Defend yourself at all times.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen in these fights. Yep, Jasiah's going straight back to his game plan, you know. Jasiah's going straight back to his game plan.
Yeah, you hear his coaches. His coaches are going to get your head under his chin.
Yep, get his head under your chin.
You got to make it uncomfortable. That's how you get that takedown,
yeah. And because right now Jasiah has over-under. It's a 50-50, and that's the problem. That's exactly what's the problem with 50-50. It's anyone's game.
Yeah, and you know, Leonard Oshiro looks so strong here. I mean,
he has those nice takedowns.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah. Good takedown by Kamekele.
Amazing technique.
But Oshiro is working his way back up and climbing the fence, but looks like Kamekele is almost on the mount.
Yep. He's looking for a control position, but
honestly, I feel it's just he has a little bit more grown man strength than Jasiah does right now.
No, I agree too. No. Strength could definitely be a factor, but strength only takes you so far.
Nice knee.
But obviously, this guy has some good technique too, Oshiro.
No, definitely great get-up technique. He studied his opponent. He knew what Jasiah was coming for.
Absolutely. And
Jasiah's a heavy wrestler, so if he takes you down, you know the only worry you have to worry about is getting back up.
Yes, yes. And, you know, Oshiro's doing a good job while he stands back up, not leaving himself vulnerable for chokes or other submissions and things like that.
Yeah. Jasiah's both last opponents were finished by submission by leaving themselves exposed to chokes, facing their back towards Jasiah. You know, getting away from his striking, putting the back towards them, and then getting caught in the rear naked.
Yes, yes.
2 times back to back.
Yes, yes, that's right. Good knees here in the clinch, and Oshiro, man, looks very strong again, circling back and putting Kamekele on the fence, looking for a trip of his own possibly here, or a takedown of his own.
Yeah. I mean, this is amazing. This is
See how Leonard just keeps letting himself get put back on the fence. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't agree as well.
Kamekele broke off that time.
Yeah. But now you have to open up the strike.
Good left.
There you go. You know?
Oh,
good follow-up
front
punches.
Yep. Put your hands together for your fighter.
That was a solid round. And then here we go again with in between the rounds.
I don't know who.
Both of them sit down. Both of them are staring at each other. Like, look.
I don't know who won that round, though. To be honest, that was too close.
A tight round.
These
I mean, the first 2 rounds were both tight.
Yep, tough to score. And again, it's what the judges are looking at.
I felt the first round Leonard won because of the damage.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Right?
But are you looking for control or damage? This is what the judges are looking for. So it's hit or miss.
I always go damage.
I agree with damage as well, but not everybody has the same standpoint.
Yeah, and sometimes it's tough. You're not sure what the judges are quite looking at.
Yeah, like when you throw 400 punches and the other person only throws 20. And
recently, I've seen that happen.
It's craziness.
Somehow the person who throws only a few punches gets to win. But you never know.
Yeah, you never know. That's why I'm always a firm believer that every single card, if it goes to decision, it should always be judge so-and-so scores the fight, so you know who
I would love
what.
to see even live scoring.
Yeah?
You know, with the judge's name and social security number of
social security number. Well, holy shit.
These guys are coming out in the 3rd round strong.
Leonard
Good
is
low kicks
not letting up.
Oshiro.
Yeah, that was 3 low kicks from Leonard straight off the bat. Not waiting any second. I mean, you have to know, you're going into the second round knowing that you're down. You have to come back with something. Nope.
Oh, spinning a kick attempt.
There's Jasiah. Straight back to the wrestling.
Oh, nice job mixing up the wrestling with the strikes that time.
That's what you got to do. Strikes, wrestle, then strike again.
Yeah, he did a good job on that one, did Kamekele. Good high kick. Blocked by Oshiro. Oh, good short right hand by Kamekele on the fence.
Yeah, this is where the cardio starting to come into play. You know, we're halfway through the fight now. Both of the adrenalines are dumped. Now it's just straight pain.
Kamekele looks like he's striking a little more and having some success here on the third round.
Success. He's keeping his foot in the middle.
I mean, this is not a one-sided fight by any means on the feet.
No,
both
not
guys,
at all.
And a great trip. Look at that. Beautiful trip by Kamekele.
There are no up kicks. There are no up kicks.
You're allowed to flare your legs.
And Kamekele shook his head. He said, no, you can't do that.
Yeah. You're allowed to kick to the body, they said in the ref mat. They said in the safety meeting that you're allowed to kick to the body, but not up kicks to the head. And you see, this is exactly the point. You cannot leave yourself defenseless at any point of the fight. You can't stop and talk to the ref either.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a beautiful sequence by Kamekele, getting that trip. That is
getting
tough
the trip,
to get.
staying his distance, staying comfortable, not too excited, not crushing him.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about with this kid. Great fight IQ all around.
Oh,
he's out.
He's out.
I didn't even see what was happening. Good job. Kamekele, another finish.
Head and arm. Couldn't see it from this angle. Head and arm, bro. I didn't even see it. Great job.
Makes it different with this block. It's like more space to come to like.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your fighters. And our winner of this bout, after 2 minutes and 41 seconds into the third round, your winner by Ezekiel Choke, fighting out of the blue corner, Jasiah Kamekele.
We do a quick last call for food. Anybody want food outside? Then this is your last call.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Jasiah Kamekele. Jasiah, that was the hardest fight you've had to date, and you look amazing. You worked your game, you went for your takedowns, and you got to work your stand-up for once. Usually your fights end very fast. All right, how'd you feel in that first round getting to have that much good work?
When he stuffed my takedown, I was like, frick. And then, I don't know, I just kept fighting.
Holy fuck. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta remember too, Jasiah's only 19 years old. And so, don't forget that. He's still growing. He's getting better every week. This kid loves to fight. I talked with his dad. All he wants to do is fight. That's all he wants to do, and I love it. Right? In the second round, in the first round, if I was judging, you were working, but he was doing more damage. He was landing strikes against you on the fence. He was getting up on the takedowns. He was doing more. So he could have won that first round. Second round, you came out and you changed it up a little bit, put pressure, and we were saying he felt too comfortable against the fence with you, and I felt that was a bad idea. In the third round, you came out, fake takedown, started landing bigger and better strikes. Then when you got him down on the ground, nobody knew what was going on, and next thing you know, the guy was sleeping, right? How did you set up the takedown?
I don't remember. I just remember he fell down. And then he was like that, and then But I was happy I got into the Ezekiel choke because I never really see anyone get that except for this one guy I watched, so that was cool.
Hey, is everybody going to thank?
Thank God for everything. Thank you to my family, and my friends, and my coaches, or they're like my family. Or like, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the future of Hawaii MMA, Jasiah Kamekele.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time for your winner of the co-main event, Jasiah Kamekele. Attention fighters, attention all fighters, be advised, if you want to be on the next X1 fight card, please reach out to Melissa and Jeff on Instagram. Once again, fighters, attention all fighters, if you would like to be featured on the next X1 Road Events fight card, please reach out to Melissa and Jeff on IG.
Coming up next, boys, main event of the evening. Bro, how was that finish, bro? That was a sleeper?
I don't know what was
Didn't even look like he was in a bad position, no?
That was amazing. I don't know what was better, the finish or the interview at the end.
Bro, he goes, yeah. I always saw this. I saw this one guy land it, so I was gonna try it, and it worked.
Yeah, great job, Jasiah Kamekele, again finding a way to win.
That's what it's all about.
Oh, I love Hawaii. Yes, let's go. I love it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh man, that's next one. I'm happy. This is gonna be a fun main event. This is what it's about. Kalama Chang, he is a banger. He's strong. He's athletic. Isaac Sandoval loves to get down. This is gonna be fun.
Yep, I'm looking forward to this one.